I'm hearing things!
My first moment in Mordor, first instance of combat was against a captain, and I got creamed, killed me. So I'm still trying to, work out, how to master this open world game. I knew that there were penalties to dying, but I was like, screw this, I'm going back. So I went and I hunted the same captain down, who was now stronger, killed me again. And once more, I got pissed. I found him again, and by like the third or fourth time of dying like an idiot, he became like a level 10. This is like, again, the first like 5 minutes of me playing this game, I'm screwing myself over, and I couldn't stop. It was like an addiction. I wanted that guy dead.
Soon I shall command legions.
And then 4 hours later, there he is. It was like Nagra of the Butthead clan, and at this point, I'm able to combat him, and I finally took him out.
What I started doing is in the biggest strongholds, I would start sneaking in, and I would just start turning them one after another, after another, after another, until they were all basically in my camp. And then I would do what I needed to do to summon the war chief, and then a lot of the time I was just able to sit back, let things happen. They'll all just turn on the war chief, and I'd be fine.
I'm basically getting killed a lot because I think, I'm just a badass ranger with these ghost powers, I can kill everybody. It's not really how that game works, but I was feeling pretty strong this one moment. A guy had killed me, and I wanted revenge, naturally. So I went and found him, and I noticed there was a Caragor cage nearby. Wrangled it, and I'm like, alright, get these guys. Hiya! I'm riding my Caragor, I'm riding up on him, I can see his back is turned. I'm like, I'm just gonna bite his head off, this is gonna be awesome. I get there, chomp! But all of a sudden he does this like roll thing and just starts stabbing the Caragor like crazy, and then I like fall off and get swarmed by his dudes. Totally killed. And it's because he has the monster killer perk or whatever. Can't be killed by monsters. Would have been good to know that.
Well, I think I'm probably going to be echoing an experience that a lot of people have had, in which I started the game thinking I could take on this entire orc army myself, and I couldn't. I died quite a lot. And there was this one particular captain that seemed to be in my fights all the time, and he just kept slowly going up the ranks, starting all the way from the bottom and made himself all the way to the top. I think he got to a level of 18 before I finally managed to track him down. And it forced me to actually play stealthily. So what I did with this guy was, instead of trying to take him on in a group, I followed him halfway across the map to make sure that he was alone. There were no other orc patrols that were anywhere nearby. I went to the top of a tower, I sniped his 2 bodyguards with an arrow, then I went down and took him one-on-one. It was a great fight. It was just me and him. I took my time, I stunned him a couple of times, and then I did the killing blow, and it felt really, really great. But when it became really amazing for me was the very next captain that I took on. This guy somehow managed to survive the fight, and he came out, and he had like this big faceplate covering half of his face, and he was saying, "Oh, you thought you got rid of me, huh? I'm not that easy to kill." And he took me on again and killed me one last time, and I cursed the game, and I also celebrated the game for, giving me that excellent surprise at that stage. Most, I guess, big AAA games nowadays do rely on, set pieces or, a very particular way to get through something. So I'm really appreciating the fact that Mordor just sets up these systems and allows you to play in these sandboxes. My personal experience actually was, I didn't touch the main campaigns until about 4 or 5 hours in, so I didn't get any of the cool powers that you actually get when you start doing those campaign missions. So I had to rely a lot on those base few skills that you first got, and it's exciting because you can go out there and just create your own stories around this thing, and it just shifts and evolves to really interesting ways that I couldn't have actually predicted when I first started playing the game.
He was Captain 1, and now he's like just about to become like a war chief, to be honest. He's so close. But he is just impossible to kill. Look at all these. Can't kill him with stealth. Can't use any arrows. So if he retreats, even if I use an arrow on his leg, which is a cool ability to like make him stop. So a lot of times he'll get so close to health you can just about take him out. But you can use a arrow to stop him from retreating. Not this dude. He's out. He's a tough one. But I will kill him.